My name's Jeff Carruthers. I'm the founder of Resonate. It's a business that I set up about 16 or 17 years ago now. And we help large organisations with their Net Promoter Score systems, voice of the customer systems, and essentially we're a business-to-business SaaS provider. I found that the program, particularly the executive program, particularly useful in the sense that I've been able to transition from being the owner, CEO, to being able to appoint Mita as CEO about 12 months ago. And it was great timing for us, so that Mita and I had a common language around the way that she was going to go. She was going to drive the business forward, and I think it's played a very useful role in highlighting to me where my strengths are and where her strengths are, and how we play to those strengths.
My name is Mita. I'm the CEO of Resonate. I took on this role about a year ago, been in the business for about 4 years, but this role coincided with me actually taking on the executive program, so it was perfect timing. What has really allowed me to do is bring sort of business management practices, having held an MBA, to a small business environment and a scaling business environment, which is very different to a large organisation. And it's really allowed me to connect the dots and also speak the same language and bring transparency, especially as I'm handling someone else's business, Jeff's baby in a way, to bring structure, process and transparency around how we are going to grow the business, how we're going to scale it, and how we're going to bring other people along on the journey in this critical point in the business.
What it's helped us do is have a common language and a common terminology that, particularly amongst the executive team or the management team, really helps us develop a common view and a common way of executing.
I think it helps crystallise some of the strategic or basic problems and how to solve them. So on my personal journey, it's helping me learn to execute faster, making me identify the gotchas much earlier, and personally understanding that it is a journey and other people are on the same journey, and where there's a lot of support and momentum behind it, and good things will come from doing the right thing. So personally, it's really reinforcing what I believe, basically. What I enjoy most about the executive program is certainly the scaling up course, the 4 learning days, which are sharp and very pointed and very good information around what a small business needs to accelerate its growth, especially as it scales up. So the 4 modules around cash, strategy, people and money. And the other thing that is really effective about the program is the forum, where you get to meet like-minded people who are solving similar problems to yourself every day, facing challenges, so you don't feel as alone when you're when you're on the journey.
Several aha moments, if you like, but particularly around hiring and firing, and when to hang on to people, when to promote people. Some very critical ways of measuring not only performance but also contribution to culture. That's been a significant aha moment, if you like.
For me, culture and people certainly, but I think the effect of cash on a business and why cash is king was a big aha moment, and really allowed me to set up all the other modules without making sure that the fuel was in the tank. That was an aha moment for me, the cash module.
What Mita's been able to do in particular has been to take some of the messaging around culture and be able to push it through at a very executional level and a lot of detail, push those messages through to the team.
The biggest achievement since we joined the program was growing both cash, profit and revenue, which was a great achievement for the business, I believe. All 3 at once. I've been through the program for about a year, and I found it very useful in channelizing what we need to do, and especially what we don't need to do, because a business like ours that is scaling has enough things to do, but what do you focus on? What are the key things? And the program was so useful, but what I found was that Other people, my key management team, really needed to be on the same page, and all the horses, as we drive the carriage forward, needed to point in the same direction. So consequently, we've actually brought on 2 of my key executives onto the program, and I think the benefit of that would be we're all talking the same common language. We understand why certain things are important and which things are important and which things are not. So I'm really excited to get not only Jeff, myself on this program, but 2 other key people as we drive the business forward.